All right, so this is the Beedrill EX deck. It's a lot of fun when you get your Beedrill online because it's a very trolly deck. We've had a lot of hilarious interactions with the opponent. It's running double Weedle, double Kakuna, double Beedrill. Just 6 Pokemon, 1 Pokeball, because if you go first, you're not going to be able to multiply. You're going to be too busy evolving into the Kakuna, and you might want to start building that back Beedrill as soon as possible. Double Pokemon Com because you're running with Stage 1 and Stage 2s in the deck. Hopefully find that a lot sooner and quicker. Double Giant Cape for max survivability because these are your only Pokemon. 2 Professor's Research. Double Erika. It's a grass deck. You're going to want to stay alive on a grass deck. Double Team Rocket Grunt because Beedrill removes 1 energy from the opponent. And then you have even more chance to remove extra energy if you're going up against like an Arceus, Palkia, Articuno, etc. So on and so forth. It's just more punishment. Sabrina Cyrus combo, as always, good to have in multiple decks. And Iono, just in case you brick and you want to try and reset your hand. Now, I have run through different iterations of this deck, and if you look at the right side of the screen as you play or as you watch the video throughout all the multiple games, you'll see the deck maybe alter very slightly. Maybe some games I take out a Pokeball, some games I take out Iono. So keep that in mind when you're looking on the right side. But I do think that this deck list that I'm looking at right here on the screen is the finalized version of my Beedrill deck. Okay, so we are going second, which means that Pokeball in our deck is a dead card. And we have nothing that can get rid of that dead card besides if we wanted to put Iono in the deck. So I'm able to go ahead and multiply. We can put the other Weedle on the bench. We'll see how many times we go second. I think I'll just play this deck out, and then at the end of like 7-8 games or something, then I'll have a consensus and be like, okay, maybe you don't need Pokeball. You can build the same deck, get rid of Pokeball for another type of card. That's usually what we do. We just feel it out a bit. But we might not need the Pokeball. I'm thinking of other use case scenarios when we go first. And if we're bricking on finding Pokemon. Because Pokeball gives that other Weedle, which could be used as fodder to help get a Kakuna or a Beedrill. I am gonna just string shot this. I'm gonna red too. I know normally you want a red for the kill, but I don't want to be too stuck on supporters when I could be using Professor's Research, Erika, 2 Team Galactic Grunts. I want to make sure I can get just the additional damage, and I might not even need red. Realistically, I don't think we need red. No one's going to be at a 100 HP threshold. I think red is the anomaly in this deck that needs to go. Also, that's a big paralyze on Dialga. It stops his ramp and he can't ramp up. Now, I don't know if paralyze... I haven't messed around with paralyze a whole lot. I think they have to check at the end of their turn every turn, and they have to keep rolling. And if they don't roll heads, they're forever paralyzed. Right? I think that's the situation. Oh no, they do get cleansed at the end. Alright, so no matter what, we are going to Professors. You don't need any X speeds or Leafs in this deck. I could paralyze again, but I'm not going to. I'd rather go with Kakuna here. I'm going to go ahead and evolve. So paralyze is just a 1 turn only, it seems. Then we'll go here. So far, both of our Pokemon comms were useless. However, that's not to say that future games are going to mean that we want to take out Pokemon com. We didn't need it this game, but it's one of those things you keep in the deck. Better safe than sorry. So he had to put bench energy back on Dialga. He needs to potion to keep his Dialga alive, or else Dialga's going down. He does have a potion, which means that I probably should have saved red to surprise him. Actually, no, it wouldn't have mattered, right? Math. All right. So good news is... The good news is we get to remove an energy from him again. And if he doesn't actually have an X speed or a leaf, he has to put energy on Dialga, and then he can't switch over to his Arceus and attack. He needs a leaf or an X speed out of the 3 cards in his hand to be able to get off Dialga, keep him alive. Let's see. What's the play? Where is the energy going? I'd assume he'd go to Dialga, since he knows Dialga's about to die, and get one last hurrah of Metallic Turbo in. That's what I feel like he'd want to do. Yeah, there it comes. One last hurrah. Get me down to 130. Which is still in lethal range of Arceus if he has another bench Pokemon. Unless we top deck Erika, which we did, baby. We got 2 Erikas in the deck. I do think we could add more healing. We'll have to play games and figure it out. We have double Erika, and that's the only healing, and then a giant cape. Beedrill alone already has a beefy amount of HP. Like 190 with a giant cape. They got Giovanni, which doesn't do anything. They put extra energy on Arceus because they're trying to prepare for the Beedrill. But I don't think they're prepared for this, all right? I'm not going to use Erika because Erika doesn't actually keep us alive here, unfortunately. However, just so they don't go up +1. I'm going to swap. Put the extra energy here. And we're going to Team Galactic Grunt. If we can take 2 of the energy off of him right now with Team Galactic, which is 1. Aw, we needed 1 more, I think. That would have been funny. I think this still works out. We get 2 removed total. And if he wants to attack, he needs to put that energy back on Arceus and can't build the back Arceus. So his idea of putting energy on Arceus in the back, attacking for free, and then swapping isn't really going to work out too well. There goes the Mars. Which means I should have used that Pokeball to get it out of my deck. Because I could have had my Erika back. But I think this is GG. I think this is GG, right? I'll Pokeball now just to get out of my deck. $80. He has to lose all energy here to swap. He could still win. I'm still thinking he could win. Actually, no, he can't win. He used a potion. He used a giant cape. His second giant cape is on this Arceus. He would have to swap, put second energy on the other Arceus. I get to attack. He goes down to 60 HP. Even if he uses the last potion he has, he goes up to 80, which is in lethal range. And it doesn't seem like he's running Pokemon Center Lady in the deck. So now we're just waiting for him to swap so I can kill him and we get the win. I think this is checkmate. Now the question is, after seeing this first game, do you think we need more healing? Or do you think we are okay with the double Erika? We definitely want to keep both Team Galactic Grunt. In a deck like this where Beedrill removes energy, you definitely want to utilize removing even more energy. So double Team Galactic seems nice. We didn't pull a single Cyrus or a Sabrina. But having them in the deck is good. Yeah, he did the math and found out there's no way. I forgot him putting that second energy on basically means he goes back down to 1 energy. This deck is such a troll deck. It's even confusing me. I was like, okay, he goes up to 2 energy, and then he goes to 3, and then he attacks me, but then I can kill back. And I'm like, wait, no, he never gets a chance to attack. He just never gets a chance to attack. Maybe if I top deck a Pokeball and Pokemon Calm with like a professor's research, this will prove that Pokeball could be good. Because having 2 Beedrills in hand isn't as good as being able to use a Pokeball, find the other Weedle, and then Pokemon Calming. Or I guess it wouldn't make sense. No, that doesn't make any sense. We have 2 Beedrills in hand. I would Pokemon Calm one of the Beedrills. I still think an Iono in the deck is gonna... Yeah, I think one Iono. Kind of like how we did the Charizard. Wow, that's crazy on curve. Yeah, I think one Iono in the deck. Much like how we did the Charizard. Oh my, the paralyzed dude. Even if he wants to heal, he's dead with Beedrill already. This deck is crazy. Going first, you are extremely at a high advantage. And even if you're going second, you get both Weedles guaranteed. This is nutty. I'm gonna Sabrina here. Because Old Amber... I'm gonna pick up my +1 on the Old Amber. It'll proc the Mars Shadow wanting to go get revenge. I think that's the play. We go down to 70. And then I just heal with Erika in hand, go back up to 120. Sudowoodo's only doing 50 damage per turn. I think that was the better play. I don't want that Old Amber to try and evolve, and that could be a real problem later on. Wait. Yeah, he's doing 100, right? Yeah. Revenge is coming in. All right. We were prepared for a 100 hit, and that's perfectly fine with us. Because we will Erika. Heal that back. Once he saw the Erika, he was like, yeah, okay. You got the healing. I get it. I'm out. All right. So we got Giratina. He's going to ramp up super quick. But we have our own way to ramp. With Beedrill. All right. This is perfect so far. We need another Pokemon to Pokemon Calm. Desperately. We don't want to open up with Weedle here. So I'm trying to think. If push comes to shove, we might have to Pokemon Center the Beedrill. Yeah, definitely now. All right, Pokemon Calm. We got the Kakuna. Nice. Go ahead and put this down. Team Rocket Grunt. Flip. It's okay. We can try and go for the flip on the Paralyze. We lose 1 heads, which means we'll win the next heads. It's how it works. I'm going to let you in on a secret. Rolling heads on this turn doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't matter. He still needs to put 1 energy and then use the ability in order to actually attack and do something. So hitting Paralyze quite literally does nothing. He's not attacking this turn. All right, well, he is... Oh, the next energy is Dark Energy, and he only has 2 Psychic Energy. He messed up with his energy. Oh, he messed up big time. I think we go from right to left in terms of removal. Yeah, we go right to left, so it's the Dark Energy that's getting removed. Unfortunately, I won't be able to remove that Psychic Energy, but he won't be able to get any more Psychic Energy unless he uses his ability Space-Time Bellow. Now, the unfortunate thing is he is able to heal, and I don't have a red. We just took out red from the deck because we figured we don't need it, and healing is better because we have beefy amounts of HP, so survivability is what we try to prioritize. And with that being said, I think we're right about that. We don't need red. Yes, we don't kill here. But I don't see them doing 170 damage in 1 turn, and they're taking 20 on their backswing from hitting us with 130. So I'm going to say this deck doesn't need red, and we're okay with just running the survivability. Yeah. He wasn't able to attack anyways. His energy was all messed up, so unfortunately for him. So yeah, 50% of the games, we don't need Pokeball. The other 50, we do need them. You decide if you want to put it in the deck or not. Oh, come on. Come on. We're trying to have fun out here in ranked mode. I mean, I get it, right? I get it. I get it. All right. I understand. You want to go for quick, easy wins. You want to rank up. I do too. You know, I do too. But don't take me out of the game just yet, Chief, all right? Don't take me out. Don't count me out just yet. We're still in it. We're still in it, baby. Now, the question is, do we evolve the back Weedle or the front Weedle? Because going Kakuna and landing heads could be very, very good. I'm thinking I go front Weedle, but I guess we Poke Center or Professor's Research and see what we get first. So I'm at 50 HP. This takes me up another 30. I'm gonna go all in. Come on, this has never failed me. Let's go, baby. Paralyze. Let's go. I'm telling you, man. The game is scripted. If you have a shiny Kakuna, the game just gives you heads every time. It's like it's coded into the game where you get heads every single time. Alright, they're using Potion, which means that they don't have Pokemon Center, lady. They're not going to be able to Dimensional Storm because we're going to be able to remove that with Beedrill. And we're out of one-shot range from him anyways, even if he did use Dimensional Storm. He needs to use a red. But Team Galactic Grunt, removing one energy. And then we remove the second one. Now he needs to use Misty. He's down to one energy. And he already used one Misty in the deck. Ooh, I'd start building that Articuno if I were you, buddy. I'd start working. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good job. I think this is GG. Using Sabrina to hit the Articuno would be hilarious after he already potioned. I'm gonna mess with his head right now. All right, I'm gonna Sabrina in attack. Because now if he chooses to go and build energy back on Palkia, and he's like, okay, fine, I'm gonna swap back and put energy on Palkia. Then I Cyrus the Palkia that has damage on it, and then hit him again. We're just gonna keep making him flip-flop back and forth. There he goes, energy on Palkia. Oh my. He's like, yes, I can finally build my Palkia, let's go. Not so fast. Get back in here, man. I'm not done with you yet, all right? We're not done with you. Okay, he conceded. He didn't want to play the game. He didn't want to play, all right? He had enough. He's like, bro, this deck is so freaking troll. It's so good. Like, have we made use of double Pokemon Grunt yet? I think it was good against that Palkia Articuno 18 trainer, right? That was funny. That Grunt sure didn't like being called Team Galactic. I keep calling it Team Galactic Grunt. It's Team Rocket Grunt. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the smaller healing in case he wants to evolve. Doesn't matter if he evolves. Riolu dies next turn. And if he doesn't have another basic Pokemon, we're coming for that Rampardos. Because I think Rampardos is weak to Leaf, and I think it has less than 100 HP. So Beedrill can one-shot. Oh, he has a... Okay, never mind. He has another basic. He has another basic. So the question is, will he put the basic down? Yes or no? No, he's going to Pokemon Calm the basic Pokemon he pulled to try and find a Cranidos evolution. Which he did find, and it's at 90, and it has the grass weakness. So now he's most likely going to attack end turn, and we get to Beedrill Sabrina like we predicted. We'll take it. The problem is, if I do that, I die. I just die, right? Let me see. Hold on. Let's see the HP we have on Beedrill and how much damage Lucario is doing. Lucario is doing 60. We have 110. No, I think we're okay. I think we're okay to just Sabrina this. Go off of the play we wanted to do. And then I can Erika next turn. I forgot how beefy Beedrill is with his HP. I forget that he has 170 base HP. He's using everything. Why would he X-speed and then use Iono? He would have one more card in hand if he saved the X-speed. More cards for him to draw too, no? So if I Cyrus attack, he pseudo-Wudos kills. I have to Erika here or we die. We're at 90. Cranidos does 50 plus the 20 from Lucario, which is 70. So unless he has Cranidos and Red, and he's only rocking a single card in hand, he'd have to have literal Heart of the Cards to have both Red and Cranidos as his both two cards, because that's the only way he can win here, and he does not have it. So we'll take it. Another easy win. We're still thinking. Rocky home. So we're going against an 18 trainer Articuno. I mean, if he has Giovanni, we lose. Since we have the full evolution in hand, I think I just Team Rocket. Don't even think about it. Team Rocket. Let's go, baby. Multiply. All right, now we can Professor's Research and Kakuna next turn. So that basically negates his one Misty he played. Professor's Research. All right, so we are going to Professor's no matter what here. Kakuna the front. Since we're not even evolved on the back line yet, I'm going to put extra energy on the front Kakuna. If you know, you know. Gotta protect ourselves from them if they end up using a Team Galactic or Team Rocket Grunt. You know, we gotta protect ourselves out here. So I will double up on Beedrill. Sabrina's okay with me. I just put energy on Weedle and swap back to the Kakuna. It does nothing. It changes nothing. He's putting all energy on Articuno in the front, so this is going to be even more hilarious when he sees that we're about to remove that energy from him. Beedrill coming in. 190 HP. We're a little lower. I'm gonna Pokemon or Professor's Research right now and then just Crushing Spear. Oh, I think if I used Pokemon Calm this turn, since we were able to evolve the Weedle, it would have been a guaranteed Kakuna. Yeah, it would have been a guaranteed Kakuna, so... Slight misplay on not evolving this turn. Alright, so he's giving up on this Articuno. He's going to the other Articuno, which you guys already know what we do when they do that. We Sabrina, baby, and we start messing with them. You want to build the back Articuno? Alright, let me remove that energy for you. We know the drill. The Beedrill. Let's Pokemon communicate this Beedrill, get our guaranteed Kakuna. Here we go. Energy on Kakuna, evolve it. And now we attack. Now we're looking good. Now if he builds the other Articuno, it'd be funny if we top deck to Cyrus again. Like last time. That'd be hilarious. Honestly, I need that right now. Come on. There goes the Erika, which makes it still in one-shot range. Oh, he conceded. I think he misplayed because he wanted to put energy on the front Articuno and then heal. And realized, oh snap, I just missed out on 40 free healing on my other Articuno. I mean, either way, this deck is crazy. This deck is crazy, dude.